Hi, I'm Bob Kramer, and this video is going to be a tour of our beach house in the Philippines. So this is the front gate. This is the road in front of the house. Here comes a tricycle down the road. So our housekeeper, Lena, has planted a variety of tropical plants along the property line here. Behind that, there is a cement block wall, a partial cement block wall that the neighbors built years ago, and it's just a vacant lot over there. So if you follow this down, it goes out to the water. That's the Philippine Sea out there. And then this is the side of the house. Again, lots of plants, lots of flowers, tropical plants. I don't even know what most of them are. And then we have a Kawasaki 150. That's our transportation around the island. We bought that about 7 years ago in 2015. It spends most of its life in storage. We're getting ready to leave for the United States here in a few days, so I'll be putting the bike back in storage. This is the garden along the road. So we have a garden between us and the road. And then over here there's a cement pad that was poured. That was there when we bought the property. There was actually a shack there on that pad, and of course we tore that down immediately. And then over here we have this is a lemon tree, and then we have a couple of banana trees back in there. There's lots of papayas. There's a coconut tree. Coconuts are just about ready. And we have a small storage building over there. This is a papaya tree. We have a lot of papaya. There's a dwarf coconut. And now we're on the other side of the house, and again, Lena's been busy planting a variety of tropical plants. And let's go to the backyard. We've seen the front yard. This is the backyard at high tide. So, as you can see, we've built a stone retaining wall to prevent our beach from eroding. And at high tide, the water is right up to the wall. At low tide, we have a much more of a sandy beach, but the swimming is best at high tide. It's too shallow at low tide. And this wall here is the wall that protects the house from the waves. We had to have that wall rebuilt recently because the original wall washed out in a bad storm last year, and we had to have a new wall built to protect the foundations of the house. And then there's steps going down to the beach. And over here we have a baroto, the Philippine name for this style of boat. It's basically, in America, I guess we would call it a canoe with outriggers. I paddled for 2 hours yesterday in the baroto.
That's Bubby. Yay! Come on, you wanna go? Sophie. Maupod ka, Sophie? Ta, magsuka-suka ka gayud.
Okay, here's the front entrance. Let's go in. All right, we walk into an entrance foyer. There's Alicia's bicycle. We have a native bamboo wall on one side. We used to have a native bamboo wall on the other side as well, but after about 8 years, the bamboo was getting rotten, and we had to have it all torn down and replaced with a cement block wall. And at that time, we also had the bathroom remodeled. So we now have a tile floor in the bathroom. It used to be just a concrete floor, now it's tiled. And the bathroom is all cement block, all painted white. We have a nice little glass sink and a wooden countertop that I actually made back in 2014 for this purpose. So anyway, shower is over here behind the glass block wall. So that's the bathroom. Then over here we have a guest room that's kind of used for storage at the moment. But we did have a guest here. Alicia, one of Alicia's cousins, stayed here for about 3 weeks in April. And she used this room. And we, of course, moved all the junk out of her way. And then on the other side, we have the master bedroom. And we have a storage closet, but unfortunately we don't put a lot in there because we've had a moisture problem in there and it's a little bit musty. So we're not really storing anything that could get moldy in there, just its tools and stuff. So our bed has a mosquito net on it. There's no heat or air conditioning in this house. If there's no breeze, we use a fan, but I designed the house so that it can be completely open to the sea, and there's almost always a breeze coming off the water. So that cools the house pretty adequately, and we sleep comfortably at night almost all the time because of that breeze, and we we just open the back doors to the bedroom, and we get an adequate breeze almost all the time. Occasionally, if there's no breeze, we have to run a fan. There's the view out the back of the porch. There's Alicia sitting here at the table. This is our breakfast table where we eat breakfast most days. And the sunrise is over there by Samar, so we sit here and enjoy the sunrise, and we can see Samar out there on the horizon.
We'll take a picture tomorrow if it's a nice day.
Yes,
It'll be right on there.
of the sunrise. And then over here, there's another set of big double doors that goes into the living room. And again, when we keep those doors open, we get a breeze that keeps the house cool. Our living room furniture is entirely made of bamboo, made by a local craftsman. Except for this piece here, I made that piece back in 2015 for a TV stand, and it's been working really well. However, it does show evidence that there's some bugs eating it now, so it may eventually need to be trashed and replaced with something else. Things made out of wood here generally attract ants and termites. It's a big palm tree in the corner, and another one in that corner, a different type. And of course we have lots of windows in the house to get a lot of natural light in. And there's the front foyer. Okay, and then here's the kitchen. We have an island kitchen. The island is made out of bamboo with a big slab of wood for the top. And the bench for the island actually was made to do double duty as a massage table. So Alicia has a woman that comes over and gives her a massage periodically, and that's the massage table. And then, of course, there's Lena in the kitchen, beginning to prepare our lunch. Say hi, Lena. I'm making a video tour of the beach house. You're the star of the show. And the countertop, by the way, is a concrete countertop. And then we made a recess in there to hold a propane stove. And the stainless steel kitchen sink was molded right into the concrete when the countertop was poured. Just one faucet. There's no water heater in this house, so we have cold running water, no hot water. Yes, the showers are cold. But in a tropical environment, a cold shower is refreshing. And we have a big clock on the wall. So that's our beach house. Alicia, do you want to say something about the beach house? How much you love it here?
Awesome. Well, everything is open, you know, I can breathe easy.
And this is about 1 mile outside the town you grew up in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alicia grew up here, 1 mile down the road.
It's not 1 mile.
In Paulinus.
Well, honey, it's the same thing. I come over here when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Alicia spent time here when she was a kid.
Yeah. And the organic foods, of course.
Yeah.
Did you show the malunggay?
I showed them the trees out there, but I didn't specify the malunggay.
Okay.
But yes, we have malunggay growing in the
One thing that I
garden.
love it in here too is because our flowers, it produces every day, the whole year.
Yeah, we have flowers all year round.
Flowers, they don't go away. Yeah. So I consider that as a blessing.
Okay.
That's for me. That's it. You know, everything is awesome.
Okay. Well, this is our little beach house. We started this project in 2013, and it's now 2022. So it took us several years to actually build this little by little. Did a little bit each year for several years. So now it's to the point where mostly what we do is just maintenance. And being this close to the water, I should mention that the house does require more maintenance than a house that would be farther inland. the salt water and sand and wind is kind of hard on things. Anything made out of metal gets rusty if you don't keep it painted, and anything made out of wood gets rotten or infested with termites. So most of the construction is concrete, cement block, and then plastered over with more cement. The windows are wood frames. So far they've held up pretty well, but we've kept them varnished. Every couple of years we have them sanded and varnished. There's my bicycle. We ride bicycles almost every day for exercise. And this is a gomamilia growing right outside the back porch. Yeah. So that wall over there, at low tide, that wall is fully exposed. Right now the water's a foot and a half up the wall. The difference between high tide and low tide is nearly 1.5 meters, or about 4 feet. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed your video tour of our beach house.